This is a schematic representation of Calvin cycle, which is the fundamental cycle of carbon dioxide fixation in plants. As you all know, Calvin cycle is a cyclic enzymatic process which is completed in 4 different steps. The first step is carboxylation, second step is reduction, third step is glycolytic reversal and formation of hexose sugar, and fourth step is regeneration of RUBP. So carboxylation is the first step. So the reaction starts here. This is the carbon dioxide acceptor in Calvin cycle. It is ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate, that is also known as RUBP, which is a 5-carbon compound. As you all know, it is a pentose sugar. Ribulose is a pentose sugar with 2 phosphate groups on either sides. So this compound acts as the initial carbon dioxide acceptor in Calvin cycle. So 6 molecules, we are taking 6 molecules for starting the reaction because 6 molecules of RUBP are needed to fix 6 molecules of carbon dioxide. 6 molecules of carbon dioxide are needed to produce 1 molecule of glucose. So that is why we are starting with 6 molecules of RUBP. So when 6 molecules of RUBP combines with 6 molecules of carbon dioxide under the influence of Rubisco, an unstable addition compound is formed initially. Because of its unstable nature, it soon dissociates into 2,3 carbon compounds, and it is 3-phosphoglyceric acid. 3-phosphoglyceric acid is the first stable compound of Calvin cycle. So here from 6 molecules of unstable addition compound, 12 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceric acid or 3-PGA are formed. So this 3-phosphoglyceric acid is the product of carboxylation. So the first phase is now over. Now the product of carboxylation, that is the 3-PGA, now enter into the second phase of Calvin cycle, that is the reduction phase. Reduction phase is accomplished in 2 steps. The first step is an activation phase in which the ATP produced in light reaction is utilized here to activate the 3-phosphoglyceric acid. So here, as a result of ATP hydrolysis, inorganic phosphate is released, which is high energy containing, and this inorganic phosphate is added to this 3-phosphoglyceric acid. That is why 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid is formed by the activity of phosphoglycerokinase. Here 12 ATPs are utilized for the activation of 12 molecules of 3-PGA. So now 12 molecules of 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid are formed as a result of activation. Now these 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid enter into the actual reduction phase in which hydrogen is donated by the NADPH produced in light reaction. So here also 12 NADPH molecules are utilized in this reaction, and 12 NADP plus regenerated after this process, and the hydrogen is added to this 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid. So as a result of reduction, this glyceric acid is converted to glyceraldehyde. As you all know, as a result of reduction, an acid forms aldehyde. So glyceric acid is converted to glyceraldehyde. And along with this process, the phosphate group added to this position, they are also released out. The inorganic phosphate is released out in this point. So here 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde is formed, or it is also known as glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Both names are representing the same compound. So 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde, it is abbreviated as 3-PGAL or glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate or G3P. So here, as a result of reduction process, now a sugar is formed, the simplest form of sugar, that is the glyceraldehyde, which is a triose sugar. It is now formed as a result of this reduction process. So now we possess 12 molecules of 3-PGAL, and from this 12 molecules of 3-PGAL, we have to synthesize the hexose sugar, and also we have to regenerate the carbon dioxide acceptor. So for this purpose, we are taking 2 molecules of 3-PGAL out of this reserve for the synthesis of hexose sugar, and the remaining molecules of 3-PGAL are utilized for the regeneration of RUBP. So what happens to these 2 molecules of 3-PGAL which are taken for the synthesis of hexose sugar? Here 2 molecules of 3-PGAL are taken from this reserve, and out of these 2 molecules, 1 molecule of 3-PGAL soon converted to DHAP. What is DHAP? DHAP is the isomeric form of 3-PGAL. This is an aldose sugar, this is a ketose sugar. Both are triose sugars, 3 carbon. So DHAP is simply the isomeric form of 3-PGAL, so they are soon interconvertible. So one molecule of 3-PGAL and one molecule of DHAP, they combine with the activity of aldolase enzyme and form fructose 1,6-bisphosphate, which is then converted to fructose 6-phosphate by the removal of phosphate group. Then fructose 6-phosphate soon isomerized to glucose 6-phosphate. Then further activity of phosphatase taking place, and as a result glucose or hexose sugar glucose is formed. So these reactions are simply the reverse process of the glycolysis of cellular respiration. That is why this phase is known as glycolytic reversal and formation of hexose sugar. So these reversal process of glycolysis, hexose sugar is formed in Calvin cycle from this 2 molecules of 3-PGAL. Now the remaining 10 molecules of 3-PGAL are now utilized for the regeneration of RUBP. So 10 molecules of 3-PGAL means now we possess 30 carbons, 10 into 3, 30 carbons. So from this 30 carbons we have to synthesize 6 molecules of 5 carbon compound, again 30 carbon. So the carbon number is same, but in order to regenerate this 6 molecules of RUBP from this 10 molecules of 3 carbon compound, several combinations and recombinations are needed. Several intermediate compounds are there. They are not simple like this. So a highly complicated reaction taking place here, and as a result of this complicated process, at last 6 molecules of RUBP are regenerated, and in this regeneration process, in the final step, 6 molecules of ATP are hydrolyzed for the final phosphorylation process and the regeneration of RUBP. So this phase is known as the regeneration of RUBP. So this phase is highly significant in Calvin cycle. Because of this process, the cycle is continuously operating. Otherwise, the limited stock of RUBP become a limiting factor for the continuous operation of the C3 cycle. So because of this effective regeneration of RUBP, Calvin cycle can be considered as the most sustainable production processes occurring in plant kingdom. So this is all about the schematic representation of the Calvin cycle, and these are the reaction part of Calvin cycle.